Hello there. In this episode, we will talk about the things that we like besides anime and manga. And I wanted to do this episode because when we talk mostly about anime and manga. I kind of know what your other hobbies are, but I don't know, for example, in gaming, what are your favorite games, why you like gaming, and so forth. So that's why I wanted to use this episode to talk about our hobbies besides anime and manga.
So our viewers get to know more about us, basically.
Yes. Plus, I mean,
Parasocial.
in parasocial relationship.
Yes,
And I mean, most people who are into anime and manga are also gamers.
yes, a lot of them.
Should we start with gaming or do you want to start with something else?
I mean, it's the biggest topic, so let's start with it.
Yes. Then, why are you a gamer? What do you
Um,
like about gaming?
so I don't know. I am a gamer since I was 6 years old. At the time, I played N64 or Nintendo DS. Um, yeah, and I got stuck with it. It evolved over the time, and I played more and more when grew older. And nowadays, it's my main hobby.
So
I,
then why are we doing anime and manga podcast cover?
I
No,
mean, we could also make a gaming podcast.
I'm not gaming that much anymore, sadly. Cause we will talk about it later.
Yes, so I basically grew up with gaming, and it got part of my daily life routine to play games, basically.
Yes, I also grew up with gaming. For me, it was my father was also playing a bit of video games. He was playing some old strategy games. Like, I don't think you know Spellforce, but you probably know the Age
I
of Empires series.
I heard of Spellforce.
Nice, it's an old, really old game.
Yeah, yeah.
And those were the two games on PC where I started gaming. And I had as well a Game Boy Advance with Pokemon and Mario.
Yeah, I think Pokemon or Mario was like the basic starter for most of the gamers.
Yes, but I was not a Nintendo child like you said.
Yes.
I played some Pokemon games, but that was it. Nintendo was never my company. Especially nowadays, I don't like Nintendo.
Based.
They've become lazy and complacent. They're just doing the same.
They are the sin of greed nowadays.
Yes. A relatively current topic with Switch and their prices.
Yes.
90 € for a new Mario Kart.
That's crazy though.
With watch features. An open world where you have 10 hours of fun and then play your normal Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Nice. Good one. Good one. And you need to pay to upgrade some of your old games. That's
Hmm.
also sad.
I mean, it's
But it is what it
$10,
is.
but still you have to pay to upgrade.
Yes. Are you nowadays still on Nintendo or are you a PC or console gamer?
I sometimes do play my Switch that I have. I have the Switch 1. I am going to buy the Switch 2 in October on my birthday because it's too expensive for me. Let's say clearly. I
I
don't
would
have.
wait 1 month if you want to do that for Black Friday. Maybe you
Well,
can get a good sale.
true, true. Um, yes, but I'm definitely a PC gamer. I play like 80% or 90% of my games on PC.
A PC Master Race.
Yeah,
then I'm your arch nemesis, a console Andy. I have used Xbox and used PlayStation.
Mm,
Even though I got the Xbox kinda random. Because when PS5 was coming out, PS5 was not available.
mm.
So I thought, hey, this small Xbox only costs $300 and I can get Game Pass and test some next gen games. So I bought the Xbox because I thought I have to wait years until I get my PS5. And then a few months later, I got my PS5 kinda random. I was at GameStop with a few of my friends and heard that the cashiers were talking about that they had PS5 free pre-orders, but someone cancelled their order in the last second. So I went to the counter and asked if I could get it. And
Crazy.
so I got my PS5, while there were no availability anywhere else. It was quite lucky.
Yes, definitely.
So then, what are your favorite games on PC?
Um,
I know one, but the rest I have no clue.
Currently, my favorite games that I play the most are League of Legends and Minecraft. I
I
would,
thought you were going to say Sid Meier's.
nah, mm,
I
the
guess
newest one is as,
Stitch.
yeah, I bought it for $100. It's money that I can't get back.
A pre-order special edition.
Mm,
The classic.
but maybe with DLCs it will get better. I hope. I
It will get
believe.
good in the future. Classical cope in modern gaming.
I believe. Yes, but other than current games that I play the most, I would say Minecraft is one of my favorite games, because Minecraft is legit. You can do whatever you want. You can install mods. You can, yeah, you can be creative. You can do some tasks or something. Um, Rocket League, I would say, is one of my all-time classics because I have over 1,000 hours in this game.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, I know. And Rainbow Six, I would say.
So yeah, multiplayer guy, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And yes, I also was, as you know, a big League player until a few years ago. But
Hmm,
League is now too tiresome.
true.
Because when you are playing with friends, you want to win, you kinda try hard. And when
Yes.
I come from 6 or 7 hours work, I'm too old for this. I want to relax and chill.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
But I still watch a lot of League. I watch the esports with a Red King Cadrel, a goat streamer.
I don't know who this is.
LOL esport is, I think, not something for you. You watch the people play.
Yeah, that's boring.
That's not boring.
It is.
Oh, can watch then, you will see.
No,
Cadrel is literally one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. That's so funny. He's a millionaire with just watching people play League of Legends competitively. It's such a money glitch.
true.
Bro wakes up, streams 8 to 10 hours. He watches Korean League, Chinese League, and European League and has his own team. That's it. That's what the guy does 10 hours a day and making millions with it. And being a
Bruh,
degenerate with Twitch chat.
crazy.
Yes, but
Yes.
I'm. Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, no, I didn't want to say anything.
When I play games nowadays, I'm mostly either playing the Hoyo Gachas, Honkai Genshin, and ZZZ, or playing some single player games. Like Elden Ring, God of War, general Sony exclusives.
Oh yeah.
Recent Clay Expedition 33.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Uh, you can continue your point, and I have something to say.
Okay. Because for me, those games have the same strengths as manga, my favorite medium. They combine the visual storytelling of movies, for example, and can have really in-depth stories like in literature. A great example is The Witcher, because they adapt the Witcher books kinda. It's just like manga, where you can have peak art and peak storytelling, both in one medium. Plus, I like games where you can have an interaction. For example, I'm not going to spoil, but in Expedition 33 there was one of the hardest decisions I have ever to make in video games. I was thinking like 15 minutes, taking some breaks in between, and I'm still not sure about which decision is right. I mean, I know what is right, but I'm not sure if if I had to do this decision in real life, have a mental fortitude to do what is right. It's rough. That's why games can be the GOAT. Because in no other media you can make that impactful decisions.
Yep, that's true.
Plus, games,
Yeah.
one more thing, games can also do something that movies can't do. That's why the new God of War games are insane. Because those games are 100% uncut. The only cuts are when you die, when you load, or when you fast travel. The rest is one camera angle. Even the cutscenes. Just one angle. That's insane. Movies can't do that. It's not possible. But
Hmm.
games can. Now you can go on.
Um, Actually, I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is based on feudal Japan. So samurai and shinobi are in the focus there. And as soon as I saw this game dropping, I instantly bought it.
And wasted money again.
No, actually, good game. Good game. I have a lot of fun exploring Japan in the feudal era and fighting with Yasuke. Yeah, it's actually a very good game.
That's why gaming is sad. Because people still play Ubisoft games. Such. We will get to that when we go to the sad part in the episode, why gaming sucks nowadays.
Mm.
Kinda.
Um,
But I mean,
yes.
it's nice if you have fun with it.
So maybe I haven't told it yet, but I'm going to study Japanese in October. So I love this country, as you maybe thought already. Um, yes, so it's also a good, I mean, you can't clearly say it's a historical fact, Assassin's Creed, but it's inspired by historical events. So you can basically learn something about history about Japan.
Let the history student tell you what makes a good historical game, manga, video, movie, and whatsoever. If everything is accurate and 100% correct, it's boring. It just needs to feel authentic and right. Then your historical story has made a good job. Because you can tell an engaging story and something that's 100% accurate.
Hmm.
It's
So,
probably not possible.
so Ubisoft has a good thing.
Yes, there's only one problem. Ghost of Tsushima exists and it has an actually good story. With characters, which is better. I've played it, this game is really good. If you like Assassin's Creed Shadows, go play Ghost of Tsushima. And Ghost of Yotei, the successor, is coming out end of this year or beginning of next year.
Oh, okay.
Play Ghost of Tsushima, it's really cool. It
Yes,
has some insanely cool fight scenes.
yes, but I have
Because,
to, yeah, I have to finish Assassin's Creed Shadows first.
yes, because what is cool of Ghost of Tsushima, you can have a mode which is in black and white, and which has also the old fill brain, like the old samurai movies. With that, it's basically a 50s, a samurai movies from the 50s, 60s. when the first one of those were coming out. And this looks so cool, this feature. It's so nice. So if you really like Japanese and samurai movies, this game is for you.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And what's also nice of gaming is, especially for you as a multiplayer guy, gaming is nice with your friends and to be connected with your friends.
Mm.
For example, I have friends who not live in my surroundings anymore. I have a buddy who lives in Munich, which is like 300, 400 kilometers away from me. But through gaming, I can be still in contact with a guy when we play together or talk about games. That's nice. Especially in the pandemic, gaming was really important.
Mm.
Yeah, Warzone dropped, and I and my buddies were at home the whole time and we were playing Warzone because no uni, no nothing, no
Yeah.
meeting. But with games, we could be in touch and talk every day. Do you have also friends who you are not seeing but still have contact with gaming? Because they live,
Yes.
for example, far away?
Yes, some league buddies. Yeah, some league buddies. I play
It's nice.
league some days.
Then should I start now my rant
Yes.
why gaming sucks nowadays?
Yes, go ahead.
Gaming has become too corporate. It's lost its magic. Everything is the same. That's why I don't like, for example, Ubisoft. If I've played one Assassin's Creed, I've played them all. It's in general for open world games the same. We are just getting more and more sequels, no more new IPs, no more risks. That's why FromSoft games are good, for example. You get basically something new, a new world which does not play by the standard rules of gaming. I mean, for example, you're getting every year a new COD, which is just a skin. Every year a new FIFA, basically every new year an Assassin's Creed. All skins from the same skeleton. Everything 60, 70, 80 bucks. Why so expensive? For example, I've played the new Doom because it was in Game Pass. I played it for 10 hours, it was kind of fun. Nice shooting, good action, no story, no thinking, repetitive level design, nothing special. But my A-brain was entertained for 10 hours. But what do you think? How much would have cost this game regularly if I would have bought it?
80 bucks.
Yes, 80 bucks for 10 hours of shooting with no story. And the gameplay is always the same. Yes, it's satisfying, but it's the same. 80 bucks for this.
Yes.
Why? That's why I'm not as much into gaming as I was before.
Yes, I can definitely understand that. But for me, it's
Even. Oh, sorry. Didn't want to interrupt.
yes, for me, it's in my basic life routine included, so I can live without it anymore.
I play free gachas. That's the most routine you can get out of gaming,
Yes.
besides MMOs.
So,
But as a single player guy, it's sad being a gamer nowadays.
mm,
Even Sony dropped the ball. At least I could say every year I get a banger Sony AAA game, but where are they? Where are the Sony AAA games, the good ones? The last ones were God of War and Horizon, which were nice.
mm,
Those were 3 years ago. Where are the games? Don't make some multiplayer shit like, how was the game called? Concord? Or something, which Sony made, which apparently cost multiple hundreds of millions and went offline after 1 week.
oh yeah, Concord, yeah.
Can we make good games, please? Some good single player games, please? Not that online
Mm,
shit. Plus, why do we need to pay to play online on console?
true.
At least if a game costs money. Free games you can play without.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold.
Mm,
But that's where I have to say the I mean, Microsoft's actually not that bad nowadays. The Game Pass is a 10 out of 10 invention.
Yes.
Because I did it in the last 2 months, and I played Oblivion, Clay Expedition 33, and Doom, which have a worth around 150 to 200 euros. And I paid in those 2 months 35 euros. Banger value. So rare Microsoft W.
Hmm.
If anything else for gaming, or are we done with this one?
One thing that's connected to gaming,
Move
yes,
it.
is I was away this weekend with family. I didn't game or do anything, and I enjoyed it, but I was missing gaming, basically. But I can live
Yes,
without it somewhat.
I can relate. This was when I was a youngling, and when I was with my parents in America for like three weeks. I was tweaking hard in the last week because I couldn't game, and I was a really intense gamer. I started tweaking in the end because I also bought some games in America and brought them with me, and I wanted to play them, but I couldn't
Mm, mm.
because my PlayStation was at home in Germany, across the ocean. So even though I'm not as much as a gamer anymore, gaming is still a nice hobby.
Yes.
So then let's continue with something that people should do besides gaming or reading or stuff at home. It's sports. Even though I'm not as much sporty as I was, but I will do a sport in the future. But you do a sport, right?
Yes, I do.
What is it? I mean, I know, but why
Yes.
do you do it? That's what I don't know.
Um, yes, I was in the kindergarten and I was playing soccer with my, how do you call the guy who looks over the children there?
Kindergartner?
Yes, I was playing with this guy and he played Fußball with me. So
Fußball?
I, yes,
Wrong
Fußball.
language, buddy.
Um, so I then someday started to go to the nearby soccer club, and then I played football since then, still to this day.
I played football when I was a youngling too. I was mostly a goalkeeper or defender. I was actually a good goalkeeper. Had good reflexes, and I even could parry a ball with my foot in one-on-one up close situations against the striker.
Nice.
But I left the club because the people made me because I was coming from another village. Children
Mm,
are children are wild creatures. They
yes.
can bully someone really fast. And after that, I was just
Mm,
playing with friends from my village. The classical games that you probably also played, where you can touch the ball just 2 or 3 times, stuff like that. Or where you can
mm,
do only volley shots. And they have fun penalties in the end. When the loser had to stand in the goal and other people could shoot at his ass.
yes,
Those are
yes.
funny. Old but
Classic
young.
Archbolzen.
Yes. Good one. But it,
Yes,
but it was fun calling your friends when we didn't have smartphones when I was young and we are all driving our bike to the soccer pitch. That was nice.
yes, and even I came from a time when we didn't have that crazy phones. We had like Samsung Galaxy Y or something.
When we didn't have
Not a good one.
when he didn't have the iPhone 50 or something. I
Yes.
mean we had 20 something, I think. If we are talking about those times, did you also have the times when you had your buddy, when you took a stick and then you go into the forest, and you are just beating yourself up with a stick, pretending that you had swords. Those were great
Um,
times. We had some lightsaber duels, for example.
yes, but we didn't really hit us.
I mean, we
We
didn't hit
just
us either. It's just
we played like Star Wars.
yes, good times, good
Uh,
times.
yes.
People going outside. The woods were such a fun place.
Mm. And actually, another thing that brought me into football is my family. My family is basically all everyone the has the favorite club, which is Bayern Munich, and so I got turned into a Bayern Munich fan through my family. I watched a lot of games at the time,
That was the other
so
question I wanted to ask you. Why you were a Bayern fan?
yes, so I became a Bayern fan when I was like 6 years old, and still to this day, I am a Bayern fan.
Yes, me too. I also went playing football with my dad. But my dad is not a Bayern fan. Was is an important word, a fan of the HSV, a football club from Hamburg. And I'm a Bayern fan because of two things. Bayern always played good against Hamburg, and I like the players that Bayern had at the time. They had players like Kahn, Ballack, Roy Mackay. Roy Mackay was one of my favorite players. Pizarro, Scholl, they had some nice players back in the days. That's why I'm a Bayern fan.
Mhm.
And then they came and then came the era with Robben and Ribery. Those was my favorite Bayern
Yes,
era. The two goats.
yes, definitely.
And I watched every day. We had it's called Sportschau in Germany, where we had the
Mm.
highlights after Saturday. My mom always made pizza for the whole family, self-made pizza. Those were nice Saturdays back then. But nowadays, my father isn't a football fan because reasons for the uninitiated. The thing of Hamburg was that they were the only team which did not go down one league. They did not get relegated until a few years ago. And Hamburg get relegated. My father was sad. And since then, Hamburg did not come up to the first league for many years. They always failed, spectacularly
Until this
close.
year.
Yes, until this year. And at some point, my father had enough. He didn't want to watch football because he was failing every time. 1 meter before the goal, basically. That's why he does not watch football anymore. So maybe he'll watch this season because his team is back in the first league again. Who knows? And yes, football is a nice sport. Even
Yes.
though I don't watch it that actively nowadays because it's too expensive. It is not a red
Mm.
like a certain other guy.
I don't know who this is.
Reds are arcade with Twitch chat. They are all the reds. Always spamming XTD. You can look up the emote. It looks really funny. You have time. And also, I at most times can watch football because most games are Saturday, and Saturday is work day.
Mm.
And I have the most late shifts, and you have an early shift at most times.
Yes,
So you
yes.
have early shift and can watch football, and I have late shift and can't watch. But it's not a
Why?
problem because I don't watch on sites like a certain someone, so it wouldn't make a difference for me.
On Saturday I can watch on Sky.
I remember your granted has Sky, right?
Yes,
Then I
yes.
said nothing.
Um, yes. Even at work I watch sometimes.
Yes, committed worker. Yes, yes.
Mm.
Did you do any other
Ye-
sport or was it just football?
Yes, we talked about it.
No
In
introduction.
some
Yes.
other I played some basketball when I was in middle school. I was with homies at a non-official basketball meeting where we played some basketball.
I had one or two friends with whom I played as well because I'm quite big, so advantage.
Yes.
I also was in the gym for a few years, even though you don't see it anymore. But I actually was for 2 or 3 years in the gym while the pandemic. But my gym buddy moved away to Munich, so I didn't want to go
Sad.
alone in the gym.
Mm,
Because if I go in the gym, I do it with a buddy.
yes.
And there was one spot, and before I get to the cool spot, I also played tennis for a really long time. Like 10 or 15 years. And maybe I will
Mm,
play it again, but it conflicted with my with the with my schedule, let's say it like that.
mm,
Because I had tennis training in the evening once a week. I wanted to go to the gym 2 or 3 times in the evening a week. I had at some points uni evening in the week, and I needed to work in the evening in the week. And
yeah.
I wanted to do something with friends, also evenings.
Mm,
That's why something needed to be dropped.
yes.
And probably the coolest thing that I've done was I was actually doing archery for 2 years. This was
Mm,
really nice. But the archery club, which was near me, closed, so I didn't continue it. But this would be a sport where I can see myself as an old man. Going to the archery
yes.
range, shoot a bit on target, relax. Because it's a very calming sport. That would be great. Maybe I continue it. Then I can be in the Kaguya summer opening and shoot the arrows, not Kaguya. Do you want to do
Yes,
another sport in the future or go to the gym?
I actually played some golf in middle school in what do you call AG?
After
Basically,
curriculum,
like
I think it's
yeah,
called.
basically like a club.
Yes, that's after curriculum.
um, and then I was in a golf club basically, and we went to the golf pitch and golfed a little bit. So I still can play some golf to this day.
Would you continue it in the future? That's what I wanted to know. If there's something besides
Um,
football that you want to do when you're old, basically.
there are two things that has to happen that I can play golf. First is I have to earn enough because golf is so expensive.
Yes, kind of.
It is. It is expensive.
It's definitely one of the more expensive sports. Yes.
Yes. And second one is time
Yes.
because football is time consuming, gaming, anime,
Same problem that I
work.
had. Friends.
Yes. Yes. So it's really hard. But if I would have the time and the money, I would definitely play some golf.
Golf could also be something for me. Yes.
Golf is very calming, actually. You can hit the ball, let out your frustration or
Yes.
anger on the ball.
You can play it with friends as well, have some nice talks.
Yes. You can wear nice polo shirts.
Yes, yes. I could see myself there as well, yes. Then should we go on to the next topic or anything else for sports?
I have to think. Um, did I do any? I mean, as a football player, I'm good at every sport that has to do something with balls. Um, in the how do you call it the first school, Grundschule,
Grade school.
elementary school.
Oh, yes, elementary is also a valid word.
Elementary school, I played some ping pong or table tennis.
I suck at table tennis. I hate it.
I'm very good at it.
Because
I'm a
I
machine.
know real tennis, and that's always fucks me when I play table tennis.
I can think so. But yes, I was pretty good at the time in elementary school. Yeah, that's about it.
Then should we go on to the next topic, or
Yes, we can go on.
that's something that I have started doing recently again, and that's something that is also interesting for you, I think, if the things are going right for you. It's traveling. Because since last year I started traveling again and going on holidays. Because I
Mm.
finally had money. After
Mm.
quitting to smoke. Yes, yes, someone can do that too.
I don't know who that is.
Since then I had money to travel to conventions. Yes, those are anime related, but let's use Gamescom. It's a gaming convention. Going to Gamescom with friends and traveling to other countries. I was, for example, in Ireland. Shelty's home from Durara. I was there where Dullahan was from, yes.
Ah,
Right, this year I'm going to Portugal towards the beach. And
Ronaldo.
see! And next year I won't go on vacation, and the year after that I try to go to Japan. Big
Oh,
vacation. So I
mm.
need to save a lot of money until then.
Yes, you do.
I would ask you if you want to come with me, but I don't think you would have enough money in 1.5 years for a Japan trip.
Who knows how next year will look like?
2 or 3 years
Like,
Japan is expensive. Plus
it
we would
is.
need plus we both of us would need 2 or 3 weeks vacation
Yeah,
at the
maybe.
same time at
Yeah,
work. This would be rough.
yes. But maybe one of us won't be working there anymore. Who knows?
If everything goes according to plan, I would do the vacation after I finish my master thesis.
Mm.
But I will still work in the company after I've done my master thesis when for the holiday for this period and for a period where I'm searching for a job.
Yes, I mean, it's definitely a good way to have some money
Yes.
when when you drop out of uni.
Plus I want to make the I have one unnecessary goal at work. I want to complete the 10 years just to flex. I mean, yes, it's just a supermarket, but when I go somewhere and apply to a job, the people see, oh, this guy worked 10 years straight at some place. Then they either think this supermarket did not have any criteria for the people who work there, or this guy is a decent person could who's at least decent to have around and not an asshole
Mm.
because I was there 10 years straight. So that's another goal, even though it's quite unnecessary, but it would be a cool flex.
Yes, definitely. I wouldn't want to work there for 10 years, actually.
I mean, you're going to start studying, so
Yes,
if
I
we
hope
count
I can.
if we count everything together, you are there. You had 2 years before you went to Japan
Mm.
or something. Now you're back for 1 year or two, right?
Yes.
Let's say two. Then you have already 4 years. Then you're going to study like 3 years minimum. That's
Mm.
7. Close to 10. Oh my guy. What's that?
Yes, but who knows if I'm going to start a student job or something. Who knows? I don't know what the future holds for me.
Yes, yes.
But for now, I will definitely work some more at there.
Yes. Do you also want to start traveling more around or
No. I like my home. I like to chill home.
No traveling, not seeing the world.
Nah.
It is what it is.
At some past time, I was more into traveling, but nowadays I'm just fuck it. I'm going to Google Earth and look at some locations,
Playing
something.
GeoGuessr, I see, I see.
Yes.
Then, do you have another topic?
Mm, mm, uh,
I have one last topic with who you I don't think can relate. It's the most boomer thing I can say. It's
okay,
playing
what is it?
tabletops. Either playing
Table.
TCGs with a friend, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life with the cards, or playing Dungeons and Dragons. Because coming together and playing D&D with a party is probably the best thing you can do. It's so fun. You know D&D, or
Yes.
it's just a game where the four of your buddies can basically do everything. It's so fun. You can make wild maneuvers, completely change the story, fuck the DM, make some wild choices, completely turn the story around. Then the DM is sweating and improvising. Like for example, I was a DM at the time too, and the players did do not do do something that they did not expect, and somehow in the end, we were in an alternate universe from what we've played before, where the people who were bad in my previous campaign were now the good guys. This was really wild, and nothing was planned. I was sitting there like Sherlock for 2 hours and trying to predict and do stuff. My head was
Hmm.
my head was exploding after that. It was a really fun experience. And there were some other times where we cheesed the DM who played some encounters, but we were smart enough to troll him. Like for example, the DM was planning an encounter with flying swords. And the DM is, I am spawning with flying swords. They are going to attack you. And we players were smart in saying, yes, but back there's a door out of metal. So we leave the room and close the door, and the encounter is finished. Suck it, DM. No encounter for you. And then we left. And the DM was really sad. This was a really fun encounter. This was from one of our earliest play sessions, and we mentioned every time. This person DMs. It's like a permanent scar.
I
I
see.
think yes.
Yes, you can finish your thing.
I wanted to say that are probably all of the things that I did enjoy at one time of my life or that I am enjoying currently.
Hmm. Yeah. I remembered one last thing that I did as a child or young adult, teenager, and sometimes, sometimes do nowadays, which is puzzling, like doing puzzles.
Oh, I
I
remember you
have,
bought a puzzle when we were shopping at some point. I remember, yes.
yes, yes. Um, I have a 5,000 pieces puzzle, which I haven't finished, but I should do it someday to flex on you or others.
Puzzles are kinda cool. This would be
Yes,
a
they
great
are.
idea for a short. You could buy an anime themed puzzle, not a big one, record it, and then play the video in a faster speed, so that would be a YouTube short or a video. Then make
Hmm,
some nice calming music in the background. You could even use some of
maybe,
the puzzles that you already have.
yes,
Then
or
you can do them
maybe,
really fast.
yes, maybe if we are big enough, we could do some puzzles as merchandise. which would be cool because it's personal. Yeah,
Maybe yes.
I would, I would, I would find it really cool if we are big enough. We do some self-made puzzles, and I give an autograph on the puzzle case.
We could use your autograph as a puzzle, Kappa. I mean, the autograph is really nice. Great calligraphy. I need to say, you showed it to me today. Yes. Yes, yes.
I'm left-handed. That's my excuse.
So.
Hmm. Yes, but I think that's it for this episode. If you don't have anything else to add,
I forgot something, which I can mention really quick.
yes,
Movies. I was really into movies, but the same as gaming, movies are shit nowadays.
yes,
I like
true.
movies where you can see the craftsmanship, especially in terms of action. John Wick, The Raid, Mad Max Fury Road, all great action bangers. Or Lord of the Rings with a lot of practical effects. And the old Star Wars.
Mm.
But nowadays, CGI bullshit,
Yes,
propaganda
and
messaging, woke as shit.
yes, yes.
No new ideas, sequel bait all the time. Everything should be a franchise, even though they can't make one good movie to start the franchise. The first movie is just setup, but because it is just bad, because it doesn't do anything.
Hmm.
Movies in that term are even worse than games.
Yes.
In the last, let's say, 2 or 3 years, let's say 5 even though, I visited the cinema 3 times. On the 4. Newest John, 5. Now I got it. Newest John Wick, newest Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, the newest 2, and the newest Mad Max. That's it. 5 movies in 5 years. That's not much.
Hmm.
In my earlier days, I was basically every 2 weeks in the cinema because there were movies that were interesting. And it was way cheaper. Nowadays, you could get a movie for like under $10 a ticket, get some snacks and drinks for €5. Nowadays, you need to pay like nearly $30 for snacks,
Yeah.
drink, and movie ticket.
Yes.
Not for me.
Hmm.
Now we can end the episode if you don't have anything.
Yes. Yes.
But if you want to watch a good movie which nobody knows, check out The Raid. Best martial arts movie. Goaded movie. Martial arts is this good. I'm surprised that nobody died making this movie. It looks so real when they are killing themselves and breaking their bones.
Ah.
There's even a Raid reference to Chainsaw Man. That's why I'm bringing it up. The fight
Ah.
from
Okay.
Quan Chi versus, how was the guy called again? The Octopus Man. I forgot his name. There's
Me
a
too.
raid. There's a raid reference. I'm going to look that up for you.
Yes.
So raid banger movie.
Yes. And then we hope to see you in the next episode.
Because next episode will be 20 banger recommendations.
Yes.
At least in my 10 recommendations are banger. I don't know about this guy. There are a few ones
I.
that I hate. His top 10, but next episode I don't hate, and he can try to convince me. And if he fails, then I hate. So you have a job to do next episode.
Yes. Yes. Until then, have a great time and see you then.
Bye.
Bye.